Today, we're going to be going over drawing basics. The sphere, the cube, and the cylinder. And then we're going to take it a step further and we're going to go into the human form. All right, so let's see. Let's start with the sphere, of course. Now, so very sketchy. We're going to do a circle. All right, here's a circle. Now, we could, let's make it nice. So I'll just say, see, that's why they call it sketching. It's loose. And then you could get the eraser. You could get the eraser out. Right, now, we start with the sphere. So it's a circle, of course, first. Then it becomes, so with the shading, sometimes I think of it as, you know, phases of the moon. So as we go through phases of the moon, you could shade it like that. Then, so here's the other side. And then, of course, you want to see where is my light source coming from, right? Then, so this would be a shadow. Then there's sort of a contrasty point you could do. Say right here would be the most contrast, right? So this is like an oval. And all of this could be shaded, right? And then this, of course, shaded too. Now, we could put a shadow. Say if this was sitting on the ground, then there would be a shadow on the floor. From this light, say from this light, be a shadow. It would be bigger. But I don't want to make it too big. So let's make it just like this, shadow. So there's the shadow. And here's the sphere. Now, there's also a cast shadow. So there's a little bit of, it's my eraser. Some light in here. Something like that. Okay, so we went from a circle to, and then of course you could make it, fill it in, and shade it nicely. So of course, the more, these are all middle tones. Let's see, so let's bring in a little dark charcoal, my favorite. And go, this is the dark side. And sometimes, so like I said, there's a little bit of a lightness in here, cast shadow, and then this could be darker. Right at the edge could be a little darker, slightly darker, and gradually do your shadows to, you could go all the way to white even. Now we could blend in shadow, blend in and get darker. And blend. Okay, so we have the sphere, highlight, and the cylinder. Now a cylinder would be the oval. Say an oval. I switched to charcoal. It's more fun. Now, let's just do it straight like this. Okay, cylinder, this side. Okay, this, perpendicular. So, if we could see through it. Now, but we're going to erase that and shade it the same way, heaviest on the bottom, a little bit lighter, and then maybe we can have a definite line and then fade it up from there. I'm going to just smear it with my fingers. Make it go quicker. Why not? You can use your fingers. You want to get dirty. Then inside here would be shaded. Right? What's the top? And in, maybe there could be a lip shadow in here. Get rid of our lines. And shadows in here. Here is oval, right? Darker at the bottom. Okay, like that. Shade it. It'll be dark in here. You could leave a little bit of a then you could do contour. If you want to do contour lines to help you find your way. It's always nice to do contour lines. Smear in here. Here's the outside, and then whatever's closest to the eye is a little darker. You know, if to give that illusion. This is a little closer here. This goes a little. You can even, like we said, could go right to white. Okay, that's the cylinder, and then the shadow underneath could be like here, right? This would be the shadow, right? Shadow area. We'll define it. And this could be darker now. Could maybe have a, okay, here's the contour lines. We're going to throw those in. Okay, here's the shadow underneath. And okay, cylinder. Next, we're going to draw a box. So the best thing about the box is you could see all three sides. All right, so now what do we want to see it from the front, the side? We want to see a little bit of the top. So let's start with one line, and then a little bit of the top, right? And then so we can see three sides. Okay, so with the box, usually you could do a 1 point, 2 point perspective. You have to think of it like that also. All right, so say the box will start like this. Now, so say these lines are going to be parallel, but not total. We're going to tilt them in a little bit. Tilt it in, and like this, right? So there's one. Now this is like it. Tilt it in a little bit. Good, good. Then this is all, of course, parallel. And now, where would this line be? Da 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 da. Right about over there. Da 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 da. And then this parallel with this. This is going to be parallel with this anyway. So here we go. Now this is the corner. Okay, now then the shadow be here. There's the shadow. So there's the shady side. Now this could be pretty evenly. You don't have to fade this if you don't want to. Okay, let's make that. So this is closest to the eye. I always exaggerate closest to the eye, most contrasting. Okay, here's the side of the box. Here's the shadow. Now, the top, of course, is always lighter, so this could be a little bit more shady. And we could blend it in. Keep the top white. And go in two directions to disguise the lines. Okay, so here we are. We did the box. If we want to distort them a bit. So now here we got an oval. Instead of a cube, what about an oval, right? So we're going to do the same thing to an oval, right? Shadow underneath. There's an oval. Three-dimensional. Here's a light bulb. So here's the light. Of course you have to know where the light is coming from. Right? Is that it? Okay, so the light's coming from here. Hear it? And move on. Okay, now, the other interesting ones are going to be this way. So, let's do the same thing. What about, let's do both. Okay, so how about we'll go with, start with the same, like here, oval, we'll start with almost the same spot, and we'll do these things, right? Okay, so what if we want to make it a little more complicated? So now this is going here, this is going here, and then it makes a turn and comes right at us. Okay, like this, say here, this. Okay, so now it comes a little close. So now this would be the closest part, and this is the bottom, and this is on the side. This is more round, and the shape of it could be like that. Okay, so let's something like that. So how it bends. Let's do it again. All right, let's start with the closest. Let's make this round-ish. Doesn't have to be round. Everything's ish. Okay, so here's, see how this is behind? And now if we were, the inside would be over here, like this, right? Okay, here's the outside, over the top. Contours help you define the shape. See, you can exaggerate it a bit. But like this is from in to out. This, so here, let's connect, not too, because this top where the light's coming from. Light, very light over here from here. Keep it light. Draw three-dimensionally. If you feel, sometimes you have to feel it. Feel how it scoots up. So now you could see how we're going to apply these different forms to the human form and everything we see. Okay, here's show the little bit of the inside. Okay, now that we said this was shadowy, this is going to be shaded in here. This is going to be shaded in here. This is all shaded under here. And this is the foreshortening that we have to learn. And the fun part of drawing. Big, and these get smaller and smaller as they go, where they don't over here. Okay, let's do the inside. This is the darker side because the light's coming from there. So this is going to be darker, but we contour everything to understand where we're going, and you could pick up on any mistakes. Contour. Okay, let's erase. Make it look nice. Can even go right to the white if we want. This inside lip. This is an inside lip. Right? White in there. The outside, we just want to clean it. And the shadow would be here and here to help us plant it on the ground. Right? So we bring the shadow from the floor right up. Shadow from the floor right up. Okay, over here it's different because this is a different shade. We're going to keep it light inside. Right? I mean, even though it's darker inside, you want it to seem like it's further away than this top lip. So you don't want it to be darker. This has to be more contrasty, in my opinion, to bring it closer to the eye. This has got a little more gray, a little extra gray. These should be the same. They're almost at the same distance. So if you get confused, what is the closest to the eye? So this circle would be the closest part, and then you exaggerate it and fade that out. Let it fade out into the background. So it depends when I say fade out. If the background is white, then it fades to the white. If the background was black, it would be the opposite. As it would get further away to blend it in the background, we would make it darker. All right. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, now, all right, so the next one, the cube. So now the cube, we could do the same thing. Say this could be like a building, right? You could, we're going to go into the foreshortening, and you could curve a cube. All right, so say we want the cube like this. Even twisting, you could do a twisting cube. All right, so say this is the front, and then it might even twist. Right? All right, say it goes back, we're not twisting yet. This would be the light. This side would be more shaded. Now this is almost curved, so it could get lighter to the top as it goes to the top, right? Lighter as it goes to the top. And then this could be a little bit shaded here. This could be darker. So, like you could see, we could do different. Now the shadow would be on this side again, like that. Shadow would be there. Okay, so this is straight like that, straight like this, bent. This is bent. Okay, now we've gone through the basics. So now with people, we go to our proportions, right? Say this is the bottom, here's the top, here's the bottom. Now, here's the middle of the body. Okay, cut this again, like that, to find the knee. All right, so with the human body, this could be, you could block this in. What side do we want to face? Okay, let's face this way. Let's face towards the light. Okay, so say sometimes I draw the pelvis like a bikini. Say like a bikini. Here's the side. Goes in a bit. Here's the front. These sort of the hips. Okay. Then there's the center line, which can curve a little bit. And now, so we can have, this would be the head. So let's just do it as a circle. Here's the head. We have a circle, and then we have underneath, and then we have the neck. Then this would be, okay, where's the middle? Okay, the middle's here. Hands come down to here. This is the center. Okay, so the belly button, nipples. Belly button, nipples. Nipples, belly button. This would be the shoulder. Now, okay, so this could be an oval shaped. Say the rib cage. Start with the rib cage. This is a little square. This could be an oval shape, right? Could be this. Okay. Let's make it look nice. Right? There's the middle, tube, center, back is front. This is the front, this is the back. The neck, head. You do the oval with the slice cut out and the chin. Head. Now, then the legs come out of the side a bit. Tubes, right? Tubular. Knees right here. This is the middle, right? 1, 2, 3. Center. The center. Bottom. The top. Yeah. Here we'll do like tubes. How about that? Tube, tube. Now that gets different shapes of tube. The kneecap. Right? Kneecap. Butt. All right, let's just do tubes. Okay, now another tube. Right? Okay, let's do it like a tube. contour the shadows on this side. Okay, tube, okay, right, here. Something like that. So oval, right? This is the bikini. This is a tube that tapers a bit, say, tube like this to this. So now we have the contour line of a tube, a pipe. We'll just draw it like that. We'll do another tube. Okay. And we'll do it like this. And then connects like this. Kneecap could be like a box. Leaning it up, something like that. So, then we'll put the arms in. Okay. Let's leave it like this. Let's show the shadow side, contour lines. Okay. Contour. Yeah. Okay, then there would be, of course, muscles. Okay, so there's the bones over here. Okay, now the arms. Okay, here's the head. The arms come down to below the middle. So the hands are down here. Okay. The elbow would be right there at the belly button. So, and then the arm, okay, so from up here, we could do another tube. Contour, tube, contour, then another tube, funnel, we'll do a funnel shape, connecting, middle, okay, where's the middle? It's right here, one, there, the belly button, right there, halfway, so the hand hangs below the middle. Just put this here, tube, and then another one up to here, tube. Okay? Shadows on this side. Lights coming from here, right? Light bulb. Okay, so now we have, this is the 8 heads, 8, 4, 0, right? nipples, belly button. Now we could fill in. Okay, so say these are the tubes. Let's just give it like this. I think it looks better like this. You know, ladies, this is more female, curves in a little. Guys, go out a little bit more. Okay, curve the neck. So the edges of the body would be like this. And the shadow. So, why don't we look at the face? So the nose, eyeballs, sphere, so say a basic face, sphere, and then the jaw comes down below. That. All right. Now, how would we break this up? Okay, of course it's a sphere. Think of it as a sphere with this box on the end. Then this could be like a box, right? Then this is like tubes, like say a tube, right? This would be the bottom tube. There's a brow. This is almost like a box. And the side of this box. So this could be the front of the box. Then this would be the side. So this would be shadow, shadow, shadow. That. This would be on top. Eyes, half circle, straight line, half circle, another circle, box. Sometimes with the face, I draw the lip, the shadow under the lip. That's it. Now, this is part of a circle and the jaw, two pieces. This is connect separate bone. And then the ear is from where the nose, ear would be nose to the brow. Here. Eye socket, so shading would be here, 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 all the side, and of course the side of the head. Something like that. So if you could draw these shapes, and the simplest version would be just a circle. Right? Okay. What else should we do? Why don't we do over here perspective? All right, so say we're going to straight edge. So ruler's inside. So 1 point perspective, you could pick 1 point on the horizon. We'll do a couple of things today. Say, here's the horizon. Pick 1 point, and then all the lines radiate from there. And they get more contrasty as they come close and fog out. 2 point perspective would be, say, 2 spots on the horizon. 1, 2. Now say we want to draw a cube like that. All the lines would go head that way towards the vanishing point. Okay, so here's 1 line, 2, 3, 4, right? And then a parallel, and that's how you get your box, like that. 2 point, 1 point. This is 2 point, 1 point perspective. I'll do a little more detail another time. All right, so now we have a little bit about perspective, a little bit about anatomy, a little bit here. Okay, so we have the 8 heads in the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's the feet at the bottom. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It wasn't actually that creative. We didn't do any great art piece, but we went over the basics of drawing. So the sphere, the cylinder, and the cube. Thank you again for watching. If you could be so kind to like and subscribe, I would appreciate that. So I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.